During a camping trip, Anna and her friends heard rumors about a mysterious figure known as the Watcher, who stalked the woods at night. Laughing it off, they set up camp. As night fell, they heard rustling and saw a shadowy figure lurking just beyond the firelight. Anna's flashlight flickered, and when it came back on, the figure was gone. Panic set in as they realized the Watcher was getting closer. Suddenly, Anna found a note pinned to a tree. "I'm watching you." They decided to leave, but their path was blocked by the figure, its eyes glowing in the dark. Anna and her friends were paralyzed with fear as the Watcher's glowing eyes bore into them from the darkness. The campfire crackled softly, the only sound in the suffocating silence. Heart pounding, Anna whispered to her friends, "We need to get out of here, now." They quickly packed up their belongings, their hands shaking, eyes darting nervously around the dark woods. The figure remained still, watching them with an unnerving calm. Just as they were about to make a break for the car, the Watcher took a step forward. Panic surged through the group, and they bolted in the opposite direction, deeper into the forest, hoping to lose the figure in the trees. Branches whipped at their faces as they ran, the darkness swallowing them whole. But no matter how far they went, Anna could feel the Watcher's presence growing stronger, like a heavy weight pressing down on her. They stumbled upon an old, abandoned cabin hidden among the trees. Desperate for shelter, they burst inside and barricaded the door. But as they caught their breath, the silence was broken by the faint sound of footsteps circling the cabin. The Watcher was still out there, and now they were trapped. Huddled together in the dusty cabin, Anna and her friends frantically searched for a way out. The only light came from the flickering flames of a small lantern they found inside. The footsteps outside grew louder, more deliberate, as if the Watcher was toying with them, enjoying their fear. Anna noticed a trapdoor hidden under a tattered rug in the corner. "Down here," she whispered, motioning for her friends to follow. They pried it open and descended into a narrow, dark passage that led into an underground tunnel. The air was damp and cold, and the walls were lined with strange symbols that looked ancient and foreboding. They moved cautiously through the tunnel, the sound of dripping water echoing in the distance. As they ventured deeper, Anna found another note pinned to the wall, written in the same ominous handwriting, "There is no escape." Terror gripped her as she realized the tunnel wasn't leading them to safety. It was guiding them further into the Watcher's domain. And then they heard it, a low, rumbling growl echoing from the darkness ahead. With nowhere to turn, Anna and her friends pressed forward, the growling growing louder with each step. The tunnel seemed to go on forever, twisting and turning as if it were leading them in circles. Just when they thought they could go no further, the tunnel opened up into a large, underground chamber. In the center of the chamber stood the Watcher, its glowing eyes fixed on them. This time they could see it more clearly. A tall, gaunt figure shrouded in tattered robes, its face hidden beneath a hood. The air was thick with an unnatural chill, and the walls of the chamber were covered in the same strange symbols they had seen before. The Watcher raised a skeletal hand, and the chamber filled with an eerie whispering, voices that seemed to come from every direction at once. "You should not have come here," the voices echoed. Anna's friends began to panic, backing away, but there was no escape. The tunnel behind them had sealed shut. Summoning every ounce of courage, Anna stepped forward. "What do you want from us?" she demanded, her voice trembling. The Watcher slowly lowered its hood, revealing a face that was not human. Its skin was pale and stretched tight over its bones, and its eyes glowed with a malevolent light. "I am the guardian of these woods," the Watcher intoned, its voice echoing in Anna's mind. "Those who trespass must pay the price." Before she could react, the ground beneath them began to shake, and the chamber started to collapse. The walls cracked, and the ceiling caved in, sending debris crashing down around them. In the chaos, Anna saw the Watcher move toward her, its hand outstretched. She closed her eyes, bracing for the end. But just as the Watcher was about to reach her, there was a blinding flash of light, and everything went silent. When Anna opened her eyes, she found herself lying on the forest floor, the morning sun filtering through the trees. Her friends were beside her, unconscious but unharmed. The Watcher was nowhere to be seen, and the underground chamber had vanished as if it had never existed. They stumbled back to their campsite, shaken but alive. As they packed up their gear and hurried back to civilization, Anna couldn't shake the feeling that the Watcher was still out there, lurking in the shadows, waiting for the next group of trespassers to enter its domain. And as they drove away, Anna found one last note tucked into her backpack. "I will always be watching."